Hey guys, today I'm gonna be doing an inspired dress worn by Ko Mun Young from It's Okay to Not Be Okay, and I decided to do this dress that she wore for MOJO.S.Phine. I have no idea how to pronounce the name, but okay. So from the dress, you can see there's an inner layer and an outer layer. So I'm gonna attempt to do this dress, and I hope it turns out really nice. So the inner layer is just basically a bodycon dress. I copied it from a spaghetti top and I used stretch knit fabric to make the pattern. So you can see there's a front and then there's a back. And then what I do with this is I just basically sew the side seam and then I add on bias tape around it to make it into a bodycon dress. Since it's a stretch knit fabric, I use a zigzag stitch to sew the front and the back pieces together. Remember to put them the right piece facing each other. So basically I'm sewing the wrong side over the machine. I have no idea why I put my camera this way. Oh, it looks really weird actually. I'm such a bad person to film my own videos. Ah! So like I mentioned earlier, I add on bias tape. However, my bias tape was not enough, so the shoulder strap, I decided to use black satin ribbon instead. So these bodice patterns are from my old video. I put the link in my description box. And I forgot to insert the sleeve patterns. So firstly I saw the shoulder area and then after that I saw the sleeve to the armhole, and when you're sewing you can use pins to put the fabric together and make sure right sides are facing together, and do it slow. You don't have to actually rush when you're sewing. Slow and steady wins the race. So you will end up something like this. Then you can sew down the sleeve and the side seams. And then we are almost done with the top part of the dress. So I cut a rectangular piece with interfacing. The length is the same as the front borders. So over here I'm basically trying to make a button placket which can be used to attach buttons later on. When you have sew a straight stitch down, it will look something like this. And then we can move on to the next step for you to know how to make a button placket. Then fold the rectangular pieces into half. While doing so, hide the raw edges, and when you're sewing down the straight stitch, sew it as close as possible to the front borders. Ta-da! It will look something like this. Alright, then I put this aside and start making my skirt. So for the skirt, I made a gathered skirt, which is very simple to do. You just have a long piece of fabric and then gather the top area according to your waist measurement with 1 inch allowance. You do the same for the waistband as well, and then pin the waistband right sides together to the gathered area and sew a straight stitch down to secure the waistband. Now you can fold the waistband into half. Make sure you hide the raw edges from the gathered area. Then you can fold the skirt into half, right sides together. When you are sewing the side, make sure you leave the top area open about 1 to 2 inches. The reason why I left 1 to 2 inches open is because I would like to insert the hook and the eye to the waistband of the skirt. At that moment I have no zipper, so if you have a zipper, leave about 7 to 8 inches and then insert the zipper. I think zipper would look much better as compared to hook and eye. Anyways, you'll be seeing a lot of my feet in this video. Then I attach the borders to the waistband of the skirt. While doing this, I make sure that the side seams are aligned so that the dress looks really nice by the end of the day. Then I start to make the collar for the dress. So I have 2 pieces of collar band, 2 pieces of collar. One of it will have interfacing. Then put the right sides together for the collar pieces. And according to the video, I'm actually pointing where you should be sewing the straight stitch. Then take the collar band, which has the interfacing, and attach it to the neckline of the dress. Then attach the collar and the collar band, which has no interfacing, and pin all of that together to the neckline and sew it down. So for the hem of the sleeve, I use a waistband to sew on it so that it fit according to my wrist. Then I cut a rectangular piece of fabric to sew it to the hem of the sleeve and then fold into half to hide the raw edges, and then I am done with the sleeve. The final step is to add buttons to the button placket and then we are done.